We are here in the world-famous Garibaldi Square in the center of Nice at the Mediterranean Sea, just very close to the office of Ironman France, of the organization committee of the World Championship for Ironman taking place in September. And if you talk about this race, you need to talk to Yves Cordier. Hi, Yves.
Hi.
Yves, you know this race not because you are organizing it, but because you raced it. How many times?
I did a part 15 times. The first time was in '83 and last in 2001. And for sure everybody remembers the legendary story with Mark Allen in '92. But no, it's a very good story for Nice and for me to have the World Championship this year.
Yeah. For the younger people, what happened in 1992?
Just every year during my career, I push a lot to win in Nice, and every year I push Mark Allen. Mark Allen won 10 times, and just in '92 I start the run with 8 minutes front Mark Allen. And just it's very difficult, but at only 300 meters, Mark Allen passed me, and it was very difficult during the race. But now it's a good story for the triathlon, and Mark Allen is my friend.
C'est en fait dans le dernier kilomètre que Mark Allen, très puissant sur la fin du parcours, laisse sur place Yves Cordier. Il remporte ainsi sa 9e victoire à Nice en 9 participations. Chapeau. Cordier, auteur d'une très belle course, termine 2e à plus d'1 minute de Mark Allen.
When you say you raced here in 1983, this is 40 years. That's almost the biggest part of the triathlon history. What is so special about this race here?
I think the story was during about 10 years, all the pro athletes take a part in Nice and take a part in Côte during about 10 years. Mark Allen won in Nice and Dave Scott won in Côte, and after it's a good story to have to split the World Championship in Nice and Côte, and for sure I understand Côte for a lot of athletes is it's legendary race. But it will be very interesting to have now a new strategy for the pro athlete, for the age group, and for the European triathlete to have a race in Europe and for sure in Nice.
Yeah, 4 years ago you did the 70.3 World Championship here. What did you learn about Ironman World Championships? What is different than in the usual Ironman France?
For sure, I think if we don't have on the past the World Championship, I don't know if we have the Ironman race, but we learn a lot. We learn with the team of World Championship, and that's why I think Andrew Messick think about this to have the opportunity to split the race. For sure, the level is very different to the 70.3, but we have the good experience, we have a great team, and for sure we have the passion. For I think it's very important for me to deliver to the athlete a great race.
Yeah, so it's still 8 months to go. I'm thinking about a lot of things that have to be done. The main thing that athletes are waiting for is the course. Will it be something like the 70.3 course with the hills?
Yes, for sure. It's totally different to Côte. It's not humid, but the big change will be the bike race. And but Like we said, Gustav Iden won the 70.3 World Championship in 2019, and last year he won also the Kona race. That's why I think it's not too difficult for pro and age group to prepare different events, and for sure for the sport we need to have the capacity to change every year some country for the World Championship.
If you look to all three stages of the race, when we start with the swim, this year it will be at the beginning of September, next year it will move to the end. Will it be a wetsuit swim, or how cold is it in the water in the Mediterranean that time of the year?
Probably this year the wetsuit, we have no wetsuit, but we never know. But probably no wetsuit, and next year sometimes not for the pro, but for the age group we will see. And but it's like Hawaii. The temperature is high. All the athletes like the Mediterranean.
It's a summer sport.
Yeah, sure, and this is a World Championship also, and no, we have a great opportunity to grow our sport for Ironman, for triathlon, to have capacity to have more athletes, and for sure for the women. We have every year now World Championship women. Some 1 year in Kona, 1 year will be in Nice, and this is a good opportunity for the women to have 1 day only for the women.
Yeah, that's what we think. Yeah, we started with a swim. If you look to the bike course in Kona, people start biking. They come back to town after some minutes, and then they are gone and come back in the afternoon. Is there a chance to see the athletes more than this 1 or 2 short times in Nice? Will it be a two-lap course?
Yes, we have some athletes who wrote to the athlete service, and I think we will have a lot of athletes to train during the season before the World Championship, for sure. This is very important for us to give to the athlete. It's not a flat race, it's a technical race with a mounting and descent, and that's why it's different, and for sure we will have a new strategy for the athlete.
So you can't tell the elevation, the total amount of elevation in the race right now?
Yeah, it's 2,400.
Wow, that's almost 1K more than in Kona.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not. Kona is not flat, and no. every time, but it's not too difficult. It's not étape de Tour de France, but we will see for sure the top pro men and women. It's easy for them to train before the race.
Yes. And for the run course, do they have to do hill repeats for the training, or will it be the same as the World Championship, which was spectacular because the crowd was great?
It's totally different than Kona. Kona, is a very difficult marathon with energy lag, with the sun, with the humidity. Here it's hot for sure, but we run 4 laps on the Promenade des Anglais. It will be a big stadium with a lot of spectators, and that's why it's totally different, and I hope we will have some French athletes on the top.
Is it more important here or in Paris next year for the Olympic Games?
Yes, for sure. For the French, we remember the French, we have the first archery World Championship in Avignon, and all the big race at the beginning of the triathlon take part in France. and it's very important for us to continue our work for the triathlon.
So the year just started where all the people can qualify. We heard a lot of people deferred their spot for Nice to Kona for a year later. What do you say to the people? There are 150 slots in Frankfurt and in Hamburg. What do you say to the people? Why should they come here for racing?
They just need to understand they have the capacity to have a Kona every 2 years, but I have a lot of athletes to take a part 1 or 2 times in Kona, and they have the opportunity to come to Nice with a family, with a friend, and they can support us. For sure, it's different mentality. Every sport has the possibility to change the World Championship, and that's why we don't forget Kona, but we have Nice and Kona.
Nice and Kona. So that's a good opportunity for age group athletes to race here. What do you say to one special athlete? That's the other big question. People are keeping questions about the course, and they are keeping to ask the question, is Jan Frodeno racing? Have you been in contact with him, and what can you say to him? Why is it important for him to race here?
I think it's very important for Jan to have a big event for the finish of the career, and he won everything. And I think, for my part, it will be great for the community of triathlon, for Ironman, to have Jan on Nice, for sure. And he don't need to win, he need to be finished with for the spirit, for the mentality. It's a unique athlete, and that's why if I can have Jan on the phone, I push him to have in Nice, for sure.
Yeah, and I know 2 guys from Norway. They want to race Jan Frodeno in a World Championship event. So this could be one of the biggest day of Ironman history, even if it's not in Kona. Thank you for your.
And hope to have a lot of German in Nice this year.
I'll be here. Thank you.
Thank you, bye-bye.